Alright, today we're trying out the new Lorwyn card, Taster of Wares, in our Black-Red Scam Goblins deck. Played this once before on the channel a bit ago, and it was fun. We're taking pretty much the same shell with a few changes in order to incorporate this new, pretty strong Black Goblin. It's a combination of a Thoughtseize, but then you can also actually just play the card and use any type of mana to cast it, if it's an instant or sorcery. So, like, in theory, we can take our opponent's, ancestral recall or something, and then just cast it ourselves. It's a little tricky to set up a world where that happens, but it is doable. Um, and it can also just it can take a paradoxical outcome. It can, do a lot of stuff. So we're going to give this a try. The other goblin in the set for Lorwyn is Hexing Squelcher, and that one I think is pretty reasonable. I think it's actually better in blue decks. Because it makes things uncounterable and it's one-sided, and it's a goblin. So I think they're kind of a little pricey right now too. So I didn't try one. I think you could try like one in here if you want to try a Hexing Squelcher. I actually think in this sort of like a mid-rangey, like we have the combo. We'll get to the combo in a minute. This deck can win turn too, but the deck is a bit more mid-range. I think this card's more interesting in this kind of build. We're very disruptive. We've got like 4 Grief, the 3 Taster of Wares here, Thoughtseize, Vexing Bauble, Void Mirror, some disruption in the Munitions Expert and removal, and then the Earwig Squad, which can take key cards from a deck like Thassa's Oracle out of Doomsday, Time Vault out of Tinker, that kind of thing, Bolus of Citadel. So we're very disruptive Goblins deck and very interactive. The normal mono red Goblins deck doesn't really interact very much. They're just trying to win very quickly. This is a different plan here. So we still have the combo. We've got 4 Goblin Recruiter, which lets you stack your deck with goblins, and then 4 Conspicuous Snoop, which lets you win with a stacked deck, and then also just a good card advantage engine because it lets you play goblins from the top. So what you do, so the normal pile is you have, let's say you have 2 lands in play and nothing else. You play Goblin Recruiter. You stack your deck with Conspicuous Snoop, Torch Courier, assuming you've got 3 red mana available to you next turn. Let's say you got 2 mountains in play and a Badlands in your hand. You play Goblin Recruiter, you stack your deck. Kiki-Jiki, 3rd from the top. Torch Courier, 2nd from the top. And then Conspicuous Snoop on top. You draw Conspicuous Snoop, and then you play it next turn, on turn 3. You play the Recruiter on turn 2. From the top, you play Torch Courier using the Conspicuous Snoop ability just to play the goblins from the top. You sack Torch Courier, targeting the Conspicuous Snoop. Then your 3rd card down, which is now on top, is Kiki-Jiki. It lets you copy creatures. So you just keep using Snoop to target itself using the ability from Kiki-Jiki on top. Now when you got 20-something Snoops, like 20, 3 just to be safe, and you take your Snoop, instead of copying itself, you copy the Goblin Recruiter to restack your deck, and you put Sling-Gang Lieutenant on top. And now all of your, 20-something Conspicuous Snoops all have the ability of Sling-Gang Lieutenant, and you just ping your opponent to death. You can also use Mog Mob, which is another one that's pretty good in mono red goblins and value vintage. I got a value vintage, or 2 value vintage mono red goblins videos on the channel. And that one I'll use Mog Mob, which is 3 red for 3/3, and you can sack it to deal, its damage to different creatures and players. You can split up the damage. Same idea. You can even use Mog Fanatic if you're a pre-modern enthusiast. But yeah, that's the combo there. You can also kind of put other stuff on top, like behind it. Let's say you put those cards on for a combo, then like as a 4th card, sometimes I'll play like Battle Cry Goblins, like a backup plan in case the first plan gets disrupted. Battle Cry Goblins also is really good. This card plus just like random goblins can win very quickly because you can like double pump, and you can just like pump 1, swing with 6 triggers with 6 power with creatures. You get your token, then you pump again, and that just does crazy damage. That's about the main deck, and then of course, this is the copying. Lands, we got our 4 Cavern of Souls to make our goblins uncounterable, and then just normal mana base here. Because of the red requirements, we are playing the 4 Chrome Mox. That will be the reason why over the other Moxen, because we need the heavy red requirements. Yeah, on the sideboard, Graveyard Hate, Graveyard and Oath, and then Null Rods for combo, and then, Thoughtseize, Void Mirror. Earwig Squad in some matchups are quite good. Earwig Squad's very good against decks that rely on a single kind of card, like Time Vault Key combo, Doomsday. It's very good against these decks, but against some decks like Mono White Initiative, it's just pretty bad. So we're playing one main deck, one sideboard. The Barrage is mostly for Mono White Initiative, but also for Lurrus Control. It's pretty decent. That's about it. We got Boggart Trawler. So this is a land and also Graveyard Hate. So we're a bit hedged against graveyard stuff in the main deck, and also gives us a land, and it's a black card for grief. It's a goblin, so we can play it off the top with Conspicuous Snoop. That's a great card in the deck. Yeah, all right, I think that's about it. And we have the Scam combo. I'm not sure if I mentioned that for Reanimate, for grief. We're kind of built around there as Disruption. Yep. Anyway, that's the deck. Remember to like and subscribe. Subscribing helps grow the channel, which is very nice. Trying to grow the channel a little bit more this year, just for fun. But yeah, that's all appreciated. And then throw a comment down below at some point when you got an idea or thoughts. Always happy to hear what anybody's thinking. Always fun to get a comment. And yeah, all right. See you in round 1. Okay, here we go. This is kind of awkward. We've got Scam on the draw. But we've got to pitch to grief, and then we have to pitch to Chrome Mox, and then not much after that. I'm going to mull that. There we go. That I'll keep. All right, so they're on Squee. Yep. I'd like to draw a Vexing Bauble, please. Ooh, Vengefine. I got a hollow one. Subtlety. Yeah, that's bad press. Mm-hmm. I think we want to go turn 1 play Grief, turn 2 play Recruiter, and then just try and set up a turn 3 win like that. I'm going to try and play around Wasteland here, I think, with this one. So, black. Let's see what they got over there, their hand. Oh, it's a strip mine. Okay. Fair enough. That's annoying. Slows us down. We can block the Vengevine at least. Okay, a strip mine is not what I wanted to see. Yep. 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 So just gonna try and preserve our life total here. I'm gonna draw a bunch of cards here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. So play this on Goblin. Play our Recruiter. So we want Conspicuous Snoop, Torch Courier, Kiki-Jiki, I guess a Recruiter afterwards to reset if we need to. Or maybe a Boggart Trawler. In case they hit a bunch of our lands, I'm going to play it like this. A Torch Courier, Conspicuous Snoop, Kiki-Jiki, Boggart Trawler. Done. So Boggart on top, Kiki-Jiki on top, Torch Courier on top, Snoop on top. So if they got a Wasteland here, they can set us back. Wasteland plus Force would be pretty bad. Let's see what they get. Get 3 draws here, so there's a good chance they can stop us. They might even have. I think I have. Might have. This one can counter. Yeah, we can get hit by subtlety. And they got a wasteland. All this is bad. Yeah. It's not good for us. Alright, we're gonna go for the Snoop and see if they've got something. Of course it will. Shit. Alright, I wish I would have done things a bit differently now. I think we're dead then. It's unfortunate. Maybe I should have just gone for the turn 1 recruiter. I think we could have won off a turn 1 recruiter. I think we're just dead now. I think I might have misplayed this. Maybe I should have just gone for the turn 1 recruiter. Because, yeah, we're just dead now. Yeah. We're just outvalued now. I'm going to scoop, but it's annoying. I guess I misplayed it. I don't know. So yeah, we want the Void Mirror. We want the Ley Lines. What do we not want? We don't want the Earwig Squad. Taster's not great. Mm. This one messes up our combo. This at least blocks like Vengevines and stuff. Huh. Let's try that. I mean, we'll keep it. A Sling-Gang under. No! I didn't do the other one. Oops. That was a punt. Jeez. That was a whiff. I need to put the Munitions Expert under here to get double red to play. I was going to go for turn 1 Snoop, but we'll see. Really want to draw a mountain here. Or a red source. The strip mine they had when the first game was brutal. I don't know. Pretty good. Let's try that. That gets countered guaranteed, but see what their follow-up is after that is the question. Sure. We're going to play our Snoop. Okay. All right, I think we're actually okay then. All right, well, that does stop us. We can't combo. We need to land. All right, this isn't over. They can win through Vexing Bauble by bringing back Vengevines. So we gotta find a land before that. And we can't draw our other Sling-Gang. That's bad. Alright, we need 2 lands now. Yeah, they can definitely win this just by bringing back Vengevines. Their hand, even though they got baubled, has been really strong. jeez. I don't even think we're favored at this point, which is bizarre. Very bizarre. That doesn't work with Vexing Bauble. Lands. I need normal lands. I also need a fetch land because they got a wasteland. Like we draw like just a normal land, just gets hit by wasteland right away. That was brutal. So what they need to do is just put 2 Vengevines or a Vengevine in the yard, and then they can bring it back. That's bad. Yeah, I think we're just dead because they're just gonna bring back Vengevine and block us now. Plus they took all of their Vengevines out of their deck. Which seems, jeez, we can't even combo now. This was brutal. I think this game was just, I mean, I think we played. No, I mean, I made the misplay on the first turn off the colored source, so yeah. So they've got their Vengevine now. They don't have a Vengevine. I don't understand. Maybe they just can't find Vengevines. Or maybe they're waiting for the last turn to make it dramatic. All right. And this is their turn. They got to bring back Vengevine this turn. Okay, we should not have won that. We got incredibly unlucky. They pitched one Vengevine. And this means that their other 3 Vengevines were in the bottom 21 cards of their deck, so that was incredibly lucky. Run it back, I guess. They're due for some luck now. Probably going to be a... So this is a very risky hand. We can just go turn 1 Voidmere. But if that doesn't completely win the game, then we lose. And they can still bring back Vengevines. I think we do have to mull this. Yep. No. Oh, jeez. Keep. Put a Chrome on the bottom. Done. Alright, they're on a mull to 3. That's good for us, obviously. Yep. 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 That just resolved. In that case, I'll just go with the bauble. Um, want at least one of those. So let's graveyard on top. And we'll pass. Yep. Yep. All right. Sure. I don't think we have to cast the Trawler right away. You can wait a turn. Okay. Pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Cast. Black. 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 We can use the Snoop ability to create a copy of Boggart Trawler, so we're actually not going to swing. We're just going to wait. Mm-hmm. And we got there. All right. Good game. That was, I feel like we got pretty lucky there. I'll take it. Okay, we are up against Siofo here, who famously plays PO a lot. I think maybe exclusively. We are going to keep this. It's a turn 2 win. There are worlds where this is not fast enough, though. We're not. A grief would be our best draw. That is not a grief. Right, let's see if the Lotus resolves. That's. Alright, so we got a choice now. We can play the Recruiter. I don't think they're playing Wasteland, so if we play the Snoop and then we untap and play Recruiter, we should win. I think that plays around Yeah, because we don't have enough mana. We are 1 mana short of just winning. Because we could go Goblin Snoop. We can't give the Snoop haste. We would need 1 more red for that. So I think we're just gonna go red, 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 red. And we just have to hope they don't have Tinker. If they don't have Tinker, we can win next turn. So let's see if they got Tinker and then just kill us or Vault combo right away. Big turn here, because if they don't, we can just turn to Goblin Recruiter, put Kiki on top and win. But this... Tez? Okay. Oh, shit. Fair enough. That's a problem. Alright, well, we gotta go for it again. Might have another portable hole, but we gotta go for it. Alright, so to try and win next turn, we gotta get Snoop, Torch Courier, Battle Cry, no, Torch Courier, Kiki-Jiki. And then for our 4th card, I think I'm actually going to take an Earwig Squad as 4. So we got the Torch Courier, the Earwig Squad, Conspicuous. Honestly, just drawing and trying to Earwig Squad them might... Because we can do that uncounterably. Like, there's a case for that. We can't... I guess they could force a... No, I think we just try and win. Ugh. Snoop. That's a tough one. Should we just try an Earwig Squad, or we could even Taster next turn? We can only Taster for 2. That's not good enough. And an Earwig Squad. Earwig Squad is interesting. But if they manage to get... I think we do this. Snoop, Earwig Squad, Kiki-Jiki, Torch Courier. Done. So we'll put Earwig Squad on top, then Kiki-Jiki, then Torch Courier, then Snoop. Alright, let's see what they got here. Here's the world where we just die. Again. We want them to just play like stock up. That would be ideal. That's not ideal. Guess they drew the Ruby. Could just go PO and kill us. Stock up. Sure. That's... They get Force of Will here. That's a reason, of course, to... Yep. 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 Sure. Ah, shit. All right, let's see what they got. Red, blue, PO. That means we're dead. That time walk was brutal. Alright, I assume we're dead here. Just gonna F6, feel free to skip ahead. Alright, they got infinite turns. I'll let it go. Well, we got raced. Tis vintage. Alright, so Voidmere, Null Rod, Earwig Squad, Thoughtseize, take out Munitions Expert, take out um do I just go with 61? I don't know what to cut. It's gonna go 61. Alright, we're on the play. Oh, we don't have another black card. But we can grief them. Turn 2 Voidmere or Null Rod. I think it's good enough. Obviously, I would like a another black card here, but Mental Misstep, Thunder Trap Trainer, Time Vault. You take the trainer. Yep. 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 Badlands. Play Null Rod. Yep. Yep. Goblin. So I think we just go for the win here. Red. Red. Actually, with the mental misstep, I think I actually play the Torch Courier off of the red. Because of the misstep. And then we play this one. We get Kiki-Jiki, Snoop. I think we still do Earwig Squad after that. Conspicuous Snoop, Earwig Squad, Kiki-Jiki. Yep. Put Earwig Squad on top. Put Kiki-Jiki on top. Put Snoop on top. And then we'll swing. Let's see what they got for us. If they go like Portable Hold, Time Vault, then they wanted it more. That's fine. They got something. Portable Hole. It looks like a portable hole. Swords. Do I want to in my graveyard for some reason? I just want the life. I got Mental Misstep Unknown. Okay. We don't have Mindbreak Trap, which I think puts us at a pretty big disadvantage here. On the draw, I think I'll cut. Still pretty good. I want to cut something. I think on the draw, maybe one taster. Let's try that. We got to get lucky. I mean, we're keeping it. But we do have to get lucky here. Land, pass. Land, pass. Land, pass. Crap. Stock up. Where's it recall? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a problem. I think we need the mana, so we're gonna do this. Misstep, I guess. It was a pretty brutal opener. Okay. Alright. We're in trouble. Saga can just solo us here. That was a good rip. Alright, you got a token. Jeez. We are in trouble. Okay, well we've been outplayed. It's okay. I'm not sure why I'm still playing. If that could, we can't actually play the our mana base here. We can't play the. Jeez, that's almost good enough. If we had a red mana source, this would be, I guess, still not good enough. I guess I can play. I don't even know. I need the red mana. Alright, they got it. Alright, here we go. Sure. Maybe they really are on Dredge. A bad hand against Dredge. Oh, they really are on Dredge. Alright, well. We're in trouble then. We cannot. Actually, we've got Boggart Trawler. That's something. We do need another land, though. Sure. That's not what we want to see. Do they have a Dredger? They do. We're in trouble. We need to draw land right here. Land. 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 Crap. Alright, well, I think we're dead. We had to draw a land there to have a chance. Mm-hmm. Take out the Narcomoeba. I think we want to take this one out. Let's take out the Icarid, save the life. Yep. That's a problem. Ugh. So we have to play this, ping ourselves for 3. I think we just die. Bit embarrassing. Yep. Yep. So block, block. Yep. I don't think there's any way. It's something. We can't block the Narcomoeba. We're 1 mana short of being able to ping the Narcomoeba, block, and sort of stabilize. It's frustrating. I think we just die to the Narcomoeba now. We had 1 more life. 1 more life. We could potentially. We had to draw a land a turn earlier. Forget, or have 1 more life or something. Yes. Yep. Sure. Got a hollow one? Yep. Okay. I think we just exiled the graveyard, right? Cast, right? I think we're still unfavored because we can't deal with the frickin' Narcomoeba. Do they not realize that the Narcomoeba? Okay, they figured out the line. I think we're just dead to this. We have no real ability to do anything. If we draw a Goblin Recruiter here, I think we can win. I think Goblin Recruiter or a super lucky Snoop can win. That is neither. We're just going to lose to a Narcomoeba. Yeah, we got no answer to this now. We're 1 life short. 1 life short of being able to answer the Narcomoeba. I guess I should have hit the Amoeba instead of the Icarid. But we would have been dead then because of the 3 life. And I missed an attack too. They are reading our taster. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we can't do anything. We have to draw. Recruiter doesn't work now. We have to draw Conspicuous Snoop with Recruiter on top. All right, well, let's see how lucky we are. Do I need to fetch first? I can't fetch. No, we can't win. We don't have enough mana. We don't have enough mana to win. All right, let's go out with style here. Yeah, let's see if they dredge themselves to oblivion here. Dredge, 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 dredge. I saw the line. Yeah, I got it. All right, that was bad. We got a little unlucky there. It happens. Leyline, Grafdigger's Cage, Void Mirror, yes. Earwig Squad is bad. Thoughtseize is not great. Taster is not great. Just useful in general, though. This is kind of graveyard hate. The idea there, at least. I think this is okay. We'll see. Turn 2 Void Mirror. Hopefully turn 3 Boggart Trawler. Is that good enough? They got a hollow one, they're already going to come down. I think we can try and do better. I don't know if I really want to grief them, right? I mean, seems not ideal. If they've got a Force of Vigor, they just respond and kill it. I don't think that does much. Like I said, they've only got like no green card or something. We can take Hollow One. That works. Hollow One or Revival. I think the Hollow One on our current board state. Now they're looking for, yeah, they're looking for Vigor. Goblin. Black red. Stinkweed Imp, Revival, Force of Will. I think we go for Demonic Tutor. Try and get a Vexing Bauble here. Hopefully they ditch the Force of Will. Maybe I should not. Maybe this was a mistake. I don't know. Maybe I should have just gone for the win. Can't really interact with that too much. They can kind of stop it with the revival, I guess. I don't know. So they dumped Force of Will, Revival. Yeah, Vigor, Mint. Okay. Red, red. Well, that's not ideal for us. Stinkweed Imp, 2 unknowns. Mm-hmm. Kind of want my discard spells now. That we can't cast. Want my Taster Goblin back. Yep. Goblin. Yep. They got something to kill the Battle Cry Goblin? Black. Yep. This is attacking with 6 power, right? This is 5. We've got a big attack next turn. Especially if they do that. Yeah, sure. Go right ahead. Okay, well that's fine. Okay, that's excellent. Red, colorless, Battle Cry Goblin, activate, paste, attack. That's quite good. I think we can just win here. But we don't have to do it unless they force us, so we're just gonna wait. So we can just swing, put all of our cards. We're just gonna wait till they do something that we don't have to rush it. Yeah. Maybe Earwig Squad to grab. I think maybe I was underestimating Earwig Squad because it can grab like. I just don't love the griefs. I think maybe Taster. This can grab like stuff. Let's try that. Seven card Bizarre Keep. That's a problem. Jeez, that's a bad hand. There's no way this wins. I think I got a mullet. Keep. That's a fine 7. 1. Yeah. Is it the Void Mirror or the Cage? Oh, jeez. I think we're just going to go for the turn 2 Void Mirror. We want to dodge a hollow one here. Okay, we did not dodge a hollow one. And certainly just lose to that. Mm-hmm. Assume they got a counter here. It does make some lines trickier for them. Interesting. Ooh, that's helpful. Goblin. Red. Doop. Doop. Ooh, that's good. That is good. Please force a vigor me. Because they don't have a shoal, we can then win. They can disrupting shoal us. Also, like Noxious Revival and stuff can interact here, but like we could potentially win next turn. Interesting. Yep. Okay. Do we want to get cute here, I guess? We could play a 2-mana goblin. If we shock this in, we could play a 2-mana goblin right away before we combo. I think is worth it. Play. We can cast that. Yeah. Play. Shock. Red. Goblin Recruiter. So we're gonna put what we have open. Red, red. So we can put a 2-mana on top, and underneath it Kiki-Jiki. Probably just another Snoop, right? Munitions Expert can't actually kill it, right? Put Snoop on top. We'll play the Snoop. Then Kiki-Jiki. Then maybe after it. How many lands do we have? 4. Sling-Gang. Snoop, Sling-Gang, Kiki-Jiki, done. So we'll put Sling-Gang on top, then Kiki-Jiki, then Snoop. Cast the Snoop. Make a copy of Snoop. Snoop. Copy. Need 20 of these. They can mess up this pile with the Noxious Revival. Which is very possible. I think that's 19. Or at least 19. And we'll copy the Goblin Recruiter. Gonna put a Sling-Gang on top. Done. Sling-Gang. Thing. And we got there. All right, good match. On to the next one. All right, here we go. Yes. Keep. This is a turn 2 win if we don't get disrupted, which might not happen. Goblins. All right, hopefully they just tap out and don't kill Snoop. Don't kill Snoop. Don't kill Snoop. Delta. That means they could have a push. They're gonna kill Snoop. They're gonna kill Snoop. No. Mana Vault. Tez. Uh-oh. Can they grab a portable hole? Portable hole will be a problem for us. Portable hole on Snoop would stop us from winning. They got a portable hole. Black Lotus. All right, this is a good start from them. Don't love this. Tinker. Jeez. Are we dead? We had a turn 2 uncounterable win. Are we just dead? Land on top. Land on top. Land on top. crap. We could just be dead here then. Turn 2, uncounterable win, and we're dead, I think. Wild. Alright, let's see if they want to counter this. What is on top of their library? Goblin. Red. Red. Snoop. They could have a sink in the stupor on top. They've got a mind break trap. Ah, jeez. I can't believe we're gonna lose this. Craziness. So Snoop, Torch Courier, Kiki-Jiki. If this doesn't work, we're just dead. I'm not sure if I'm even gonna bother with another card. Maybe Earwig Squad, Battle Cry Goblin, just cause. Done. Torch Courier, Kiki-Jiki, Snoop, Battle Cry. Yeah. Battle Cry, Kiki-Jiki, Torch Courier, Snoop. Alright. They can almost certainly just win this turn, though. Gonna F6 through this turn. And they kill us, which they almost certainly will, then they kill us. So they've got infinite turn. I just want to see more of the deck. Alright, so our turn 2 uncounterable win was not good enough. That can happen in this format. That can happen. What card don't I want? All right, let's try that. Might bring it back on the play or on the draw. That. I think that's too slow. I mean, we can definitely lose with this, but I think I do keep it. So turn 3 win, uncounterable, so on the play. I don't think it's better to go to 5. If we draw a black card, we can grief on turn 2. Obviously, this with a Thoughtseize, this hand would be great, but it's not. Yeah, I mean, I will keep, but there are issues. I think we're heavily unfavored, but oh well. We can draw a black card here. I like my chances a lot more. It's not a black card. Want my third land back. Our third land can actually play that next turn. It'll be pretty good. This could just be like Mystical Tutor into Tinker. For sure. Nope. Please just play Stock Up. Land, Stock Up. Land, Stock Up. It's a scary land, but still a land. Stock Up. Nope, bad. Okay. Transmute Artifact. Counter target artifact spell, return target artifact to its owner's hand. Transmute Artifact. Lorwyn revealed. Stock Up. I guess Transmute Artifact. Red. Red. We're gonna cycle Lorwyn? No. Yep. Play Underground Sea. Or play Stock Up. Green. Yep. Their chances of them just killing us here are low. I guess it's possible. Maybe I should have taken the Stock Up. I don't know what they can get with the Transmute artifact. But like they could maybe find like a Fatal Push and a Dismember here, so. Yeah, maybe this wasn't the right play. Lotus. Alright, maybe I screwed up. Mind Break Trip. Okay. So we got Lorwyn Revealed, Steel Sabotage, Unknown in hand. We want them to make a construct. Let's see if they do. That's bad for us. Time Vault. Or, Tinker, that kind of thing. Demonic. Do we just die? They need one more mana. If they got one more mana, we die. We died. Wild. Yeah. Okay. I feel like we got high rolled a little that match, but it probably just is a structurally pretty bad matchup. They're doing is, you know, quicker, more powerful. They got forces and stuff, but I don't know. That was wild. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we can keep that. We're on the draw. This is a great hand on the play. On the draw, it's a bit suspect, but not mulling it. Jeez. Okay. Feels like another Tinker deck, maybe. So I'm going to keep this Sling-Gang. Okay, that's quite a reasonable hand. That is scary. Let's see what they draw. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got something. Shit. That's not good for me. That is not good for me. I don't understand that play. Let's see what they got for us. Patchwork. Shop. Sphere. Yep. It's fine. Do I really want the Earwig Squad? Not really. Let's see what else we got. We can find a 2-drop here. Oh, that's not better. Sure. Yeah. Double sphere is a pain. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, I can't cast that because of the Grafdigger's Cage. I know the last card in their hand is Shops, though. I can do... So... What is this? Everything costs 2 more, so everything costs... Can't cast that because of that. Just do this. Can play the shop. What I got? Soul Guide. Sure. That's annoying because they can cycle that. They have a lot of graveyard hate, man. They can cycle that now, yeah. What else do they got? They're going big. That's really bad for us. Golos is very bad for us. That's a terrible draw for us. Sure. I don't think it's possible for us to win this. We might as well try. I think if we draw, I think the next card on top is a sling. No, that doesn't even work. Sure. We're just going to be a little short here. Our opponent did resolve Ancestral Recall, so that Golos was just one turn too quick. If we could have just dodged one turn, it'd be okay. There's nothing we can do. We're just going to attack and see if they realize that they should block. Yeah. Right. All right, Shops is not a huge player in the meta like Spear Shops right now, so we're not really teched for that, unfortunately. What is this? Turn 1 Grief, and then we can try and reanimate a creature. Is that good enough? Maybe. It's risky. I don't know. Feel kind of done. I'm just gonna give it a try. Please have a good creature in your hand. None of those are good creatures. All of those are problems, actually. Yeah. Don't love this anymore. Pick the Soul Ring. We have to try and draw pretty well here. Yeah. Ruby. That's not a bad one. Not sure why they didn't play the Ruby. This is cast, so they can still get the triggers. Yeah, bailed out there, but we're not even sure if we're winning yet. Yeah, if you just... The thing is, even if we win this one, yeah, just scooping, but we're just still incredibly unfavored. All of our cards are bad. All right, we'll try that. Deck has some real problems, though. Again, this matchup on the draw, it feels just comically unfavored. Alright, in theory, that's a turn 2 win, so I'm going to keep it and hope they keep an aggro hand. If they don't keep an aggro hand, we die horribly. That's good against us. That's also good against us. Yep. Sure. It's pretty bad, actually. Can't play anything. Yeah. What is this? We can't cast cards from our library. So we just want Snoop. Oh, no, we need the land. Fucked up. I should have played the fetch. I punted. Oh, that was terrible. We're gonna shuffle here. Oh, that was so bad. That was so bad. All right, well, I punted. We had a chance because we can. I would have just fetched first. We put Snoop and Kiki on top. They waste us. We draw. We play a land. Play Snoop. Pass. At this point, we've taken 6, 12, but we'd potentially be alive and draw a win. That was terrible. I think I'm just dead now. Maybe they don't waste us. I don't know. Kind of giving up because I punted there. Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe I lost because of that punt. It was so bad. This is embarrassing. This should have been an easy win. Let's see if they have a removal spell. I'll feel better if they have a removal spell. Because I'm an idiot, we have to draw. The next card down has to be Kiki-Jiki. Yeah. So this was, man, I should just double blocked. No, that was a punt too. I should have double blocked. That was so dumb. I should have just won. So bad. Embarrassing. What's in their hand? Ancient Tomb. I'm not gonna tell. I forgot I had to fetch and played the wrong land. That's my own idiocy. Wasteland. Pretty good. Okay. We managed to win this one after that play. That'll be something. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get a token, then we can pump afterwards. They have to block. Yeah. All right, we managed to win. All right, solid 3-2 there. Pretty happy with that. We beat a beat Countervine, Dredge, and Sphere Shops. We lost 2 close ones to Blue-Black Tinker. Not a super popular deck, but they can go a bit faster than us. We don't have a ton of disruption for them. We have, Null Rods and stuff out of the board, especially game 1, it's tough. And Seop was obviously a very good player. Did well Eternal Weekend this year. I think it was pretty sure he made top 8 this year in Europe. But yeah, strong league. It was a bit unfortunate facing multiple Tinker decks. I think that deck's not very common, but it is a tough one for us. I guess same old thing with Jewel Shops, we the same idea, so. I mean, that's a weakness of the deck, right? We're not running Force of Will. I don't have Mindbreak Trap in this deck. So it can just get got sometimes, especially on the draw. On the play, we have just a lot of ways of interacting and can get some disruption down quickly, but that is a weakness. But, overall, win 3-2 is a positive record. The deck can do some powerful things. I think this is a pretty reasonable starting point. There might be a case for some Mindbreak Traps on the sideboard. That's not unreasonable. I think that'd be the biggest thing I'd consider. Taster was interesting. I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest. I think if I was trying this again, I would go down to 2 tasters. Let's see how that goes. But yeah, overall, pretty happy with it. It's a fun league. I think it's a reasonable choice. You try out Taster, let me know down below what you think of it. Yeah, subscribe, all that. Subscribing helps grow the channel, and I appreciate that. And see you next time.